Hi, we're the Dandy Warhols, and you're watching Moshcam. Yeah, it's been pretty rowdy. I mean, we played Adelaide, Radelaide. They don't call it Radelaide for nothing. Bris Vegas. Just sounds rowdy. Perth. Yeah. What do you think, Cabe?
It's rowdy.
You know, I kind of, every time I'm in a different city in Australia, after about a day, I'm like, okay, this is my favorite city. This is awesome. But we've just been here so much. We have great friends pretty much everywhere. So, you get into the swing of it, and you know when to, party super fucking hard, and then you know when to just chill out, relax, and, lay around, go for a swim. So if you can manage that, it's great everywhere. Australia is a pretty special place, so I think you guys are all aware of that.
Perth is my favorite.
Perth, yeah. Oh, man.
So easy, it's so fun.
Yeah, the new songs are killer. They just, slightly more, I don't know, hyper modern, or, we're just on this sort of deconstruction trip, and it happens pretty slowly. But these are really, they're just easy to make happen, and where you're just taking sound and you're kind of, weaving it together while people are, sitting there watching you, and you just try to get it to build the balance of sounds up to this, something happens, and it's just an intensity, and it's sort of like a magic trick, or conjuring a demon would be. It just really, something happens, and it's unexplainable, but it does it. Sounds together make people freak out if they're managed. I mean, in the recording studio, when you have a sound, an amazing sound, that's one thing, and then every single thing from that, the mic, the diaphragm, to the cord, to the mixing board, to the compressor, to the speakers, everything is fighting against you. Every piece of equipment is making you sound more normal. Everybody has heard 58s plugged into Blackface 1176s, ran through a Neve console, and so you have to control the ball, and that's where I think the basement studio, the weird crap sounds you get in your basement help a lot, but then you lack structure, and that's the studio part of it. It's just an amazing record. I drank about half a bottle of Margaret River Chardonnay, smoked a big fat bowl, and just set it on a wine glass in my hotel room in Perth, and it was just going. A phone sitting on a wine glass, and it just sounds incredible. It just translates everywhere. It's such a beautiful record. Although I did just hear Earth to the Dandy Warhols again, which I haven't heard in a couple of years, and that's a mind fuck. That is an unbelievable record too. So good job, you guys. Well, yeah, like Hendrix and Zeppelin and Floyd and all that. But of the eras that we have existed through, early 2000s, Strokes, White Stripes, that era was magic. 13 Tails came out in the heyday of, misogynist rap rock and pop grunge on radio. And it was just, boy bands and girl bands were being called great bands. And it was kind of a era where everywhere you turned, it was a slap in the face if you were a real artist of any kind. And then 13 Tails came out, and the White Stripes and that first Strokes, right? It was awesome, And then you had, if you think about the Big Day Out from that era, that was like Kings of Leon's first record had just come out. That was an amazing record. Peaches, Metallica headline. That was just that whole, yeah. That was fun. The early 2000s were like the late 60s for me, I loved it. Good morning.
Hospital Lotus. It's pretty The end of the world.
The end of the world as we know it. No, I wouldn't. Could never get all those words right. I think they said good morning.